PANTADO's beloved teachers. As you're all aware, PANTADO has applied a new evaluation system in order to put teachers into different classifications. Therefore, this video is made to instruct you on how to understand the monthly assessment, which is conducted by the Quality Control Division from PANTADO's training department. The monthly assessment is used to evaluate your teaching performance so that PANTADO's training department can decide if you surpassed the teaching standard of PANTADO. Some of the criteria will be evidenced through the decision for any changes to the salary, the bonus, and so on. The monthly assessment is conducted once every 2 or 3 months. However, after your first 3 months of working at PANTADO, you will be given an assessment for the probation time. For the source of the assessment, please look at the column Sources of Evaluation. Now, let's begin. There are 2 tables in this sheet of monthly assessment. One is for the criteria to measure the score for the assessment, and the other is for more detailed and specific comments. You might find the criteria in red, meaning that you only pass the evaluation if you are efficient for all these red criteria and do not have any further major conduct for other criteria. Let's have a look at the first table. There are 2 red criteria, pronunciation and attendance. As for your pronunciation, if your pronunciation are correct 70% in your speech without any stuttering, and the influence from your Filipino accent is not too strong, it means that you will get a 3. The better your pronunciation is, the higher score you will get. Then we have another red criterion, which is attendance. This one, please keep in mind, it's just about the attendance from the teacher, not the student. It means that the less you absent, the higher score you will get. The maximum is a 5, meaning that there is no absent from the teacher. Furthermore, we have the criteria K1 and K4. They are criteria for how well you communicate towards the parents and the students and PANTADO staff, as well as what kind of feedback you receive from the customers. To get this data, the customer service department will contact the customer directly so that the QC staff could base on this and conduct the evaluation. Furthermore, we have one more side criteria. It is the participation in PANTADO campaigns and events. Please remember that to attend our event when we announce on Facebook, you might earn around 3 or 5 score. Also, keep in mind that if you don't participate in any of our campaign or events, it will be okay. You will still pass if none of the red criteria is violated. Moving on to the next table. This is the detailed assessment. After watching three or maybe 2 of your videos, the QC staff will take down some notes. There are 3 red criteria in this table. If you pass them, you will pass the evaluation. First and foremost is the attendance. If you absent less than 20% of the total lesson during the month, you will pass on this criterion. The next is the pronunciation. You need to ensure you don't make any major mistakes when it comes to teaching the vocabulary or when you talk to the student. Next is the fluency. The more fluent you are, the higher chance you will pass this criterion. And finally, this is the grammar. We have 2 small sections. They are spoken grammar and the teaching of grammar point. The one with spoken grammar means that you must not make any basic grammar mistake when it comes to talking to the students. It means that if you have a normal conversation with the student and do not make any major mistake, you will be counted as passed. The other one on your teaching of grammar points is how you deliver the grammar teaching lessons to the point and in a way that the student would understand. You can also expand some of the knowledge that you know on the grammar point for the students, but please keep them short and make sure the students will not have any confusion. Furthermore, there are a few more important criteria beside the red one. For example, the lesson structure. There are 3 parts of the lesson according to the standard of PANTADO. Part 1, lead-in and homework, the previous lesson checking. It means that you might have a warm-up activity or a short talk before the class starts, as well as you need to make sure that the student have done their homework and they understand what they have done in the homework. Part 2, conduct the main lesson. This part is where all the activities happen, from vocabulary teaching, grammar teaching, listening teaching, and further practice activities, and so on. Finally, we have the revision of what is taught in the lessons. This part only takes 2 or maybe 5 minutes, but it is very important to make sure that the students have understood the lesson so far. If you have any question, do not hesitate to send us an email attached in the description below. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.